Hi buddy, welcome back to NotTFC, episode 14 with me, Sid, and last episode we worked on the castle keep, and this episode I want to do some more work on the castle keep. Now, our walls in the castle are 4 high. Needless to say, I'm not interested in those ones because that's probably more detail than we've got going on, but I would like to get some kind of defensible, I don't know, defensible, what's the word I am looking for here? I suppose a defensible window that you can open the window and shoot out of, but, you know, is closable. That's probably the correct word. Let me have a look. This is there, so that is that one. So if we were to start there and just take out there, and then maybe come out this side, and then start to arch this down slowly, just a little bit like this, until we get maybe this kind of thing going on. Now I think at this point, that's the top one, that's the bottom, so I want to come down at least as far as this bottom bit here, I think, but I think that is more than enough stripped out of the there we go. I think then if we switch to connected material, we can just cut through all the way like this. So what I wanted to do is get this so it is a window and also shutters. Now that's going to be easier said than done, I think, but if we go and grab some of this, for example, and let's just get that back a second and see what happens. I'm going to need to make another chisel at this rate. If I wanted something that was shutterish, that's what, fancy crate maybe, or maybe that, maybe one of those. Now if I were to then go and chop a whole load of that off, and get you and come around here and go on all the way up to there. Then we come out 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2. No, and then 1 and 1. So that seems to me to be a reasonable. Nope, oops, undo. Let's try connected material there. Not sure about the wood, but that doesn't look too bad. That from the outside will look like a shutter. I'm just not entirely sure about the wood there. What else have we got? Let's think about dark oak, perhaps. Yeah, just grab those. They'll do me. We'll take some of that. What shall we go with? I think we should go with something that has got a very solid vertical plane, perhaps. That might look. I think that will look better, actually. Especially when I combine it with a different. If we then go and get that and combine you and get a horizontal plane. I don't think we'll need a lot of these, so that's probably enough, in fact. Okay, grab a whole load of that, grab a whole load of that. And what we shall do is we'll get the vertical planks for starters, and we'll, I don't know, I can't think, there. I get that, and I suppose at this point I should be able to take that out and do that. That should work, yep. Yeah, and then we'll just replace this whole thing with this. Oops, nope. We can connect to material, so that will work there. So we do that, and then we take the other bit here, and this is where we'll just give it a little bit of three-dimensionality, and we'll maybe come across here. Maybe there as well. Again, this is all cosmetic. There's no real benefit to any of this, but we do get, you know, a definite feel for that, and we can put some hinges on this as well in a moment. Let me just work on this a little bit more, and we'll work on the interior as well, and I shall be back with you in a sec. Alright, so this is kind of what we're up with at the moment. I started playing around with iron, and then I realised that there's actually a better stone looks more realistic as iron than iron ever will. So it kind of I don't like any of those. I think we'll just leave the implication that you can open that. I don't think we need to do any more than that. But that gives us a design. What we can do is grab all of these blocks, so we've got plenty of raw material. And then we can start planning on putting this up there. Yeah. Right, we need to place all of our blocks away. All right, that's an issue. Let's make some space for it, shall we? There we go. Yeah, I think that should do us. And then what we can do is the bottom is irrelevant, so we don't need to worry about those. But from the inside, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We'll just take the whole template up with us. Well, we will do if I can actually fit it all in my inventory. That's going to be more challenging. We're going to need you. Probably going to want. We'll put you there. And that should give us everything, I think. Right, let's head up and have a look at how these fit. Oh, bloody hell, snowing again. So, for example, do we want to do them at this level? I mean, you know, this room does look fairly bland, and we've kind of got a middle line here, which we could potentially do one there. Now that is okay. That is, let's just place that down like that, that and that, and then on this side we need, oh hang on, yeah, that probably isn't going to work so well, is it? Okay. Do we need to do the shutters first, perhaps? So that would be that side, that side, that side, that side. Get there eventually. Having a template works really well, but it doesn't always do everything you might want it to. So if I were to come out from here and go and grab you, for example, and place you there, and then we can go and grab you and we can place you there, and let's just see how this looks on one, and then we can do the same here, and we can place you there. And then what I'll do is I'll do the same thing. We'll take the pieces out. So what have we got going on there? What have I got in here that I don't actually... You see, this stuff I keep keeping... I'm going to get rid of those little couple bits because those are a pain. Have I got any just that have we got odd little... Don't really need that. I'm not really bothered about any of that. Well, that's a start. And what we'll do then is we can... Maybe if we go and grab some of this dirt. And then go... No, that's not going to work. Damn it. I need just something that I've got a reasonable amount of. I don't even know where that's bloody... Oh, it's there. Well, let's give that a try, shall we? We can pick the... We'll just get these out of the way. Multiples of the same thing, I'm afraid. Right, let me try this. So take you and we'll pop you there. Take you and pop you there. It's probably just as easy, you know, to do this. He says falling out. Alright, let me just try and get this in place and we'll see how we go. But I think that could work. It'll probably not work so well on that one. Maybe it will. Who knows? We'll see how these go. We'll get a few in and I'll be back in a moment. A couple downstairs and I quite like the way they look. So what I'm thinking now is we need to repeat the process up here. Now I'm thinking we're going to have a couple on these walls over here. This structure here, we need to think about what we're going to do. So we've got, I think you're going to have a corridor here. Now this roof I realised I didn't finish last time as well, so let's go down all the way down to there, and then we'll, oops, let's just make sure we're not storing up any problems for later. So maybe 2 rooms here, split down the middle. That might work. Maybe take that out there, place that there, and then that gives us, if we go with the window there, we can actually cut across here and maybe do just a little bit of something with that space there as well. So again, we've got exactly the same process. We're going to stick out down our we'll do it over here actually. We'll stick down our templates and then we'll get the other side of the templates done, which I actually need to do from the other side again. Damn it. I should know better and just do this properly the first time, shouldn't I? Let's do that. And then those. So again, taking that, we're going to come out here. And also I think here. Just pop a torch there for now. Right, how do I want to do this? I think the easiest way is probably from the outside, using a bit of scaffold to work on with a torch. And dirt's a great scaffold, so that's fine. Nothing on this bit, but we may probably want to do here. Maybe one over. Might be better. So we'll do that. In fact, we can do that, and we can get our scaffold in here, can't we? And then maybe one there. Bloody typical. We'll stick a bit of torching, and again we'll just come out on the outside. And similarly, one here. We'll come in from this side this time. So, armed with that, we should be good now to get you, for example, and go, let's take that, switch into placement mode. So if I come over here and come outside, it's going to be that side there. And just get a whole load of these in. This should be relatively easy. And then we can rinse. So if that was that one, this should be this one, I think. Yeah, so anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to continue placing, I'm going to continue placing these, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I think there's one thing left we need, and that is some arrow slits on a few of these. So what I'm going to do is I need basically 4 of them. So we'll just duplicate up 4 and take those up and swap them out for the wall sections, and we should be sweet. And I think that will be all the decoration necessary. So I'll take you apart and just put you all away, and then we can basically grab these. I don't expect them to actually be any use, but they should at least give a little bit of decoration to an otherwise fairly bland wall. Right, let's head up and where are we? So yeah, you can see we've got the 2 with the 3 on there. We've got a couple up there. Bum. And yeah, that's all right on this side. These are all okay here. Let me just close that behind me. And then up here, there really wasn't much space for them because these are odd numbered walls. So I put a couple up on the top there. But my thoughts here were we will we should be okay like that. Well, yeah, this is going to be that. Maybe I only need a 3. That's really not going to work there, is it? But it did occur to me that we could get away with certainly one here. We could probably have got away with a couple of the backs here as well, maybe, but I don't really want too many. I mean, you could. Would you get away with that? Would that look silly with that in the way? Let's have a look. You know, worst case scenario, we change it. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, you could still, yeah, we'll we'll keep that there. And then my thoughts again up here were a similar kind of thing, but maybe back on this wall a bit. No, we'll stick with what we know. Oops, I'm going to put one there for now. And again, you know what? I am going to actually do that because let's not leave that there, otherwise we'll set fire to the place. But I think we'll do it here maybe as a slightly lower down affair. What we got there? Is that the... That's the top one. I mean, it doesn't have to be level, does it? It could be there as well. Let's just go and have a look how that looks from where? From here perhaps? Yeah, it looks all right. We've got the castle windows there. They are working. Mad chicken, and let's have a look around the other side, and then we'll see about the next thing I want to do. There's quite a few touch-ups. I want to like fill these gaps in. I want to fill the grass gaps in, but they're all minor things. Yeah, I am happy with that as a design. It just breaks that up a little bit. Now what we do need to do, and we're going to need another chisel to do this with any degree of you know, what's the word? Well, we're going to need to go scaffolding as well, but we need to break up this wall a bit. And to do that, we're going to need a few things, including, I think, some mossy cobble. Now, obviously, we can make mossy quite easily, thankfully, these days. And I happen to know, if I've still got a pair of shears on me, I have. There's not a lot left to them, but I have no idea what time is it. I think you're getting on towards night time, actually. And there's probably mobs out there, but doesn't matter. I'm feeling brave. He says wearing diamond armor with a decent sword. So it's very easy to feel brave when you've got decent kit on. Yeah, these we probably should sleep though. I don't really want to end up getting creepered in the night, because it's not so much what they do to me, it's what they do to the landscape that was more annoying. So we'll grab a little bit of that. That'll give us a bit more mossy, and also will give us I'll go in and grab those in a moment. These vines turned out to be not such a good idea, it has to be said. They didn't want to stay where they were supposed to, and you know, in hindsight I would probably not have bothered. But we can work our way and grab a few bits and pieces of this. What's over there? If there's bad guys over there, I can't see them. How are we doing? 16, 17. Let's have a look on the other side, see what's going on. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, they've just grown a little bit too. Even though I've tried to stop them spreading, they've definitely managed to spread out there. Anyway, that'll give me a little bit of mossy. Do I need more? I don't know. Oh, it's an imatic. Okay, I wonder what the hell that was. I thought I've got two prospectors picked there. Okay, well, I don't know what. I honestly have no idea what. Can you actually see from here what the actual season is anywhere? 3.2 on the local difficulty, day 195. I don't think there's anything really giving me. I mean, but there is a calendar thing. I just don't rate it much as a device. So yeah. Anyway, let me just get a little bit more stuff together, and we'll get a little bit of work done on the castle. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, that's all the mossy in. I put about a stack in total, just scattered it around the place. So the next thing is working at this level, and I'm basically going to chisel as high as I can get up the wall, which I think is probably, is probably about there, maybe, or maybe a little bit higher. And it's just literally beating a few of these bricks up and making them, again, altering the texture around the place just to give it a little bit more variety, because otherwise you just got a great big brick wall full of grey, and you know, it does look like a big uniform slab of greyness. So I'm going to do a lot of this from the inside, because we can once we've got us to a certain level. But you know, we can also do a hell of a lot from the outside, so we'll mix and match and make this kind of work as best we can, really. Yeah, back in a moment. Alright, nearing the top of the tower, just again randomly splatting a few of these. I thought we'd return at this point, because whilst completely unrelated to what we're doing, we are near, well, let's just go and have a look, see whether we can see what this is looking like from the top now, because you can't really. No, it's really not giving me a good view from up here. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's head down to the second floor, where we have got some books, we've got some lapis, 1, 2, 3, and we have got a chest plate. Unbreaking 3 here, or Fortune 2. Fortune 2 is, already got Fortune on one of my picks anyway. Yeah, we'll try that, because that's 5 protection 3. It's better than a kick in the face. So we've got protection 4 with scrapping, unbreaking, aqua affinity, and fire protection. And obviously we need to get some more levels now before we move forward again, but that's fine. Let's head down here. So we should now be able to see that this has got a wee bit more character. You can't really, there's a bit here. Unfortunately, this area was a little bit thing, but there it looks certainly got more character just with those little bits of chiseling going on. It's a bit more difficult to see the detail from up here, but let's just jump across here and we can go and work on the inside of this, and then we can work these rooms out as well, and get the lighting done. But we'll get these done. I realised I didn't show you a bit of some of the work I did up on the top floor, which kind of a little bit, well, I won't say proud of it. I think it's you know, it's, after all, it's a bloody game. As I'm so keen to point out, as on those wonderful occasions But we'll just battle around in here. These areas have got no fire. Oh, I need to do these as well still, don't I? Don't let me forget that. Because I will. I'm terrible. Alright, let's get that up here, and then we can go in. So in here, these fireplaces, you'll notice they actually only go so far back, and there's a little flue. So this is the idea of the large chimney with the flues feeding into it. I just thought it was an interesting variation on, you know, a fairly standard building theme. And I've got a couple of bits to do up here, but this is more or less... Oops, that was a little bit more than I wanted, but it doesn't matter. There is no right or wrong to this. So that's that. That chisel actually survived, which is amazing. What we need to do next is go down and do that thing that I said that I was going to do, which is this ceiling here. So if we look in one of these, hopefully we've got 2,000 of those. Have we got any in the other one? Yeah, those ones. So if I take those and set you into plane mode and then just come around and go all the way around here. So we get a nice little border running all the way around. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then we can go and we can get rid of that. Yeah, I've got those. How many? I don't know whether I've got many of those, but we'll find out. We've probably got more than I think I've got. But at least we can hide all of this stone underneath, and the ceiling in here will look good. I love chisels a bit. It is such a powerful building tool. Oh, hang on. Let's I don't know how far that's gone now. Hang on. Let's have a look. We can go there. Well, that's definitely been done. That hasn't. It's a bit awkward from this angle to see where I've done and where I haven't, but I think that's that. So, oh, and let's not forget. Tell you what, let's drum a bucket. We don't want that anyway. Let's get these, and we can. We can get these rooms at least boxed in. That's all right there. That's all right there. These need to be taken out, all this snow, and I think we can think about I don't know what next. Probably lighting the top and getting these areas lit properly as well with the right, yeah, because that's spawnable. So we've got that going on. We can go up here. We obviously need to do some lighting up here of some description. I have a few other things I'd like to play around with as well. Let me just go and grab a few things and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so for the interior lighting, visible lighting, I'm using proper stuff. For this area I'm just going with the hidden, I think, just because it's a very quick and easy way of hiding lighting, isn't it? There's no, it just means that we know that this area is completely spawn safe, and we can put visible lights up here, we don't need to. I think that's the key difference here, is we're doing this for spawn point of view, not for aesthetics point of view. And we can fill our boots really with that one. That's that one, and that is that, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, how there's a. I need to make sure. We need to make sure that every single spot is covered. So we will go around and then check again. I probably should clear off any snow patches as well. I don't know, I'm using the wrong tool for this, but so this one here needs a bit of TLC. And that makes this complete, and then it's just a matter of going in here and taking out, you know, I don't think I've got them on me, have I? Damn it, I haven't. Okay, doesn't matter, not the end of the world. We're going to whip these out of here, and we're going to grab our candles, and we're going to put a candle either side of the door. One there, and one there, one there, and one there. I did bring these. I don't know whether they'll work for what I've got. Yeah, they do kind of. Maybe. Maybe we should actually have a bit more of this. Hang on a second. Now I know I can't go down there, but we can at least do that, can't we? And that can come across. I don't like that. Well, that can go there, that's fine. It works. Not necessarily very well, but it works. And again, we'll grab the candles, and this will come here and here, here and here, and there. Perfect. Right, so we're starting to get. Don't like that. Now that and that. Take you out. What can we do here? Nothing. I mean, you know what? It's not far enough to actually hurt yourself over anyway. So the other thing I wanted to do was a little bit of exterior lighting, and this is, again, this is cosmetic. It has no real purpose. And I've used this before when I've done Yeah, it doesn't really work there though, does it? Okay. Oh, damn it. So we can get that going, and I've got a whole load of these lanterns which we can just hang from various points on the roof there. I'm not entirely sure how much I want to... oh, hello. How much I want to do like this, but let's have a look, see what we think. Maybe one in the middle, and then we can repeat it, but maybe only 2 down. Well, it adds something, I think. Not entirely sure whether it adds exactly what we want, but it definitely adds something. Anyway, and I can repeat that. So let me get that done, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, I think that is about... I mean, we can get as pretty as we like with this, but I think we are getting close to completion on the actual castle build. I mean, there's decoration and stuff to do internally, but... I'm happy with that. I'd like to get a little bit of a better view of those shutters actually for the thumbnail. Maybe from this over. Yeah, that works. Let's go with a nice snowy shot because it's nice and festive. It's completely wrong season to be festive, but you know, don't let Dad bother us. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. And until next time, I will see you soon. And bye for now.